Didi?
Oh, now it's
okay. No,
it's
yeah,
good.
Now she's, yeah, we are live now.
Is it live on Facebook also?
Yes, it's live on Facebook now. I just had to go ahead, and now I'll make you host. Just give me one moment here. There you go.
Okay, great. Okay, welcome everyone to the Gurudeva Vaishnavi Prachar Zoom program. Sorry, we're having a bit of a late start today because of some technical problems, but I'd like to welcome Srimati Raga Lekha Didi and also Nagari Didi, who will be speaking today. But before we start, I'd like to ask Karunamai Didi to sing a bhajan.
Okay. All right. So Gurudeva Kripabandidiya. Oh, and we might want to mute. There's one person that needs to be muted, Navalachika.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise from someone.
If you just mute everybody.
Mute everyone except for Karuna Didi or Charity.
Oh, there we go.
Charity, yeah.
I'm back as Karuna Mayidasi now.
Oh, you're back as
yeah. I'm on two different devices on a street corner, but
no problem.
Okay. Gurudeva Kripabandidiya karo ekasi pranate charate hina Gurudeva Kripabandidiya karo ekasi pranate charate hina Sakalartani Balatiya Kara Nijarmane Tirhahina Sakalartani Balatiya Kara Nijarmane Tirhahina Gurudeva Kripabandidiya karo ekasi pranate charate hina sakalar sarmana karite sakati dehanata katarjata sakalar sarmana karite sakati dehanata katarjata Davita kaipa hari nama soke Davita kaipa hari nama soke Atarata behata Aparata behata Gurudeva Kripabandidiya karo ekasi pranate charate hina Hadi hai na kirpa nadiya etana gitata hai ere mata Sakti bodhina ami api dina Sakti bodhina ami api dina korar mare atma kata korar mare atma kata Gurudeva Kripabandidiya karo ekasi pranate charate hina Yadyatar vitare Kechana hipa Kamarakar masara Karor mana hele Kandiya kandiya Karor mana hele Kandiya kandiya Prananara kirtorara prananara kirpanara Guru te kirpa penjatiya Guru ekante Pranarte charate ina Guru te kirpa penjatiya Guru ekante Pranarte charate ina Jaya Guru Terva, 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 Guru Te, Guru Te.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Purnamai Didi. That's beautiful. From a street corner in London. Okay. All right. So welcome everyone to this week's Srila Gurudeva Vaishnavi Prachar Zoom program. And before we begin, I'll just do some pranam mantras. Sammagina tamandasya gananjana salakaya chakshumalitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Nama om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyapane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Namane Gurave Gurchandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Vanchakalpadurubhyascha Kripasinnadevacha Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Shivo Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we have the great good fortune of welcoming Shrimati Ragaleka Didi, who's now living in Vrindavan, and Nagara Didi, who's also living in Vrindavan, to this week's
Hare Krishna
program.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please can you mute, because we're just beginning now. Okay, Hare Krishna, thank you. Okay, so I don't know who would like to speak first. Ragaleka Didi, are you there?
Okay, yes. Yes,
please. Yes, you can begin. But before you begin, I'd just like to introduce you. So Ragaleka Didi, she took Harinam from Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj in Shikeshji Gaudiya Math in Mathura on Guru Pranim in 1995. And then she took Diksha on the day of Shivratri in 1996. So she stayed in Delhi for many years doing bhajan and prachar preaching, and Srila Gurudev used to visit her home many times. So she would often come and go to Vrindavan from Delhi, and she'd spend some days or weeks there. But then in 2015 she went to live in Vrindavan full-time. So she's there now. And of course, everyone in India especially knows her very well as a very eloquent speaker and good preacher. She's been many places preaching, and she's knowing all Tattva Siddhant, and she's very rasik. So we're looking forward to her speech today on Chatu Pushpanjali of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad. And recently we had Srila Rupa Goswami Pad's disappearance day celebration. So his topic is very relevant for now and always because we are Rupanuga, followers of Srila Rupa Goswami. So it's very nice. We get this opportunity to hear this beautiful book. And so Didi, please.
Yes.
You can.
Gurve Gaur
Thanks.
Chandra Radhika Tadale Krishna Krishna Bhakta Tadale Vansha Kampita Vashya Pasanda Dev Chapatitana Pavadipyo. First of all, I want to pay my unlimited obeisances at the lotus feet of my Guru Pad Padma Nitya Lila Pravishna Vishwa Padastota Shashi Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And then on to the lotus feet of Nitila Pravishwa Vishwapadastota Shashi Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Raman Goswami Maharaj, and on to the lotus feet of Nitila Pravishwa Vishwapadastota Shashi Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Vikram Goswami Maharaj, and to my entire Guru Parampara, and to the assembled devotees, please accept my Dandavat Pranams. So,
You could just speak a little louder, Didi. Is it possible you could speak a little louder?
yeah. So, is it okay now? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah,
thanks.
So we are going to talk about Chato Pushpanjali. Recently, these two books were released in India in Hindi, Chato Pushpanjali and Karpanya Panjika. So all these two are from Stavmala of Srila Rupa Goswami. So he it's a very beautiful assembly of all the shlokas. So Chato Pushpanjali is a stav. Stav means glorification, and which is composed of 24 shlokas. It's a small book. I can show in Hindi it is like this, but in English not yet published. So intense hankering and prayers for mercy to the worshipable is called chatu. Chatu is flattery words also. So by flattery words and by hankering and by intense prayers for the mercy of Srimati Radhika is Chatu. So in this, the first 12 shlokas are called Pulak, and Radhika's extraordinary attire and gem-studded she-serpent-like braid is mentioned. This is not written by a mundane poet, but written by a transcendental poet who has true realization, called Srila Rupa Goswami. Srimati Radhika, remembering Srimati Radhika beauty from top to bottom is very beneficial. Rupa Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami is in Ardha Bahya, like half inner and half outer mood, and then sometimes in an inner mood, like totally inside mood, and he's mentioning this. So in the next 5 verses, Srimati Radhika, many qualities are mentioned, like Mahabhav, and all the 8 Naika states, sweetness, friendship mood, Krishna beauty, etc. And then in the last 4 shlokas, verses, he wants to pray for the service of Srimati Radhika, like fanning with chavara, decorating her hair, offering betel, etc. And which is witnessing the inner mood of Srila Rupa Goswami. There is prayer of Radha Dasya in the end. If someone does prayers like this, by this stuff, they will get entrance into Raganuga Bhakti and will get mercy of Vrindavaneshwari. So is it okay? The voice is okay or very less? Okay.
Sorry, yes, it's good. Thank you.
So we start with first verse. So we will go in a rapid manner and try to cover 24 shlokas because they're very, very beautiful. So we'll start with first verse. It says, I want to do stuti of superior most Shri Radhika, who by hearing flattery words will give mercy to the person in front of her. So anybody who will give flattery words to her, she will be merciful to her, towards him. First of all, Srila Rupa Goswami wants to please Srimati Radharani by flattery words. In a group of 12 verses. So this is the first slok, and this book has commentary by Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan, which is also very beautiful. So then in the Bhavanuvad, it says, "O Vrindavaneshwari, I want to pray to you. You are fair like Gorochan." Gorochan is the one yellow thing, yellow powder-like thing coming out um, from the feet of cow, and it is brilliantly yellow. So your complexion is like Gorochan. Your clothes are beautiful like blue lotus flower. And on top of your long braid, there is some juda. Juda, what do you call? Bun. And then anointed with gems like a black she serpent with hood standing. So in the commentary, Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan is saying, "O Vrindavaneshwari, I want to do your vandana." Like this, after finishing 12 shlokas, the meaning of sentence will be complete. So it's a group of 12 shlokas, 12 verses, and then the whole thing will be complete, expressed in 12 verses. So he's saying that Bishil Baldev Vidyabhushan is saying, "How are you? Your complexion is yellower than the new Gorochan." So it is so brilliantly yellow, and your sari is more beautiful than the newly formed blue lotus. So blue lotus is there, and her sari is blue color because she wants to be take the color of Krishna. Your braid is decorated with bunch of gems, like the hood of a she serpent. Her braid is compared to a black she serpent. So there's a story like when Srila Rupa Goswami wrote this Chatu Pushpanjali, and Srila Sanatan Goswami visited him in Ter Kadam, and so he asked Rupa Goswami, like, "Rup, what are you writing?" So he said, "I've written Chatu Pushpanjali." So he said, "Okay, I will see it." And then he saw this first verse, and then he said, "Oh, Rup, you're trying to compare Srimati Radhika's hair with a she serpent. That's not good." So then he left the book. I will correct it. And then he went, and while he was doing the Govardhan Parikrama, then he saw there was one girl, very, very tiny, like teenage girl, and she was swinging in the swing, and there were so many her girlfriends, and someone was singing, someone was giving her swings, and someone was dancing, someone like doing many services towards her. So then while she was swinging, Sri Sanatan Goswami saw that she had some serpent in her hair, and the head of the serpent was on the top part of her hair, and the tail was the lower part. So then Sanatan Goswami was trying to call on her and tell her, "Oh Lali, you have a serpent in your hair braid. Stop, stop, stop. You should remove her." But then he was singing, and suddenly everything went off, and he could not see the swing, he could not see the serpent, nothing. So Shri Sanatan Goswami was convinced whatever Srila Rupa Goswami has written, that is very, very true. So then, so in the next verse, so I will not say the Sanskrit. Do you want the Sanskrit first? Because it will take a lot of time.
No, maybe not.
Just the
continue.
So so then in the next verse, Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, "Your face is defeating the beauty of full moon and lotus." So he's comparing the beauty of Srimati Radhika's face with the full moon and a full lotus. On your forehead, there is a kasturi tilak like a new moon. So there is a kasturi tilak which is black in color, like a new moon, like a moon which is freshly formed. So then he says, On your crooked eyebrows defeat the bow of Kamadev. So her eyebrows are so sharp, like the Kamadev bow that is defeated. And you are decorated with black curly hair. Your eyes are anointed with black kajal, like a pair of chakori. So Srila Rupa Goswami is trying to, he's seeing with the magnifying glass all the beauty, and he's trying to just mention each and every part, and which is impossible. Like anyone else cannot do that unless they have really witnessed, they're really witnessing that scene. So then in the next verse, he says, your bloated nose is like a till flower whose tip is decorated with superior pearl. So till flower is very beautiful. It is white in color and very beautiful. And the tip, like the lower portion of the nose, is decorated with the pearl. Like Srimati Radhika, if she takes breath, that pearl really moves. So it's a long one, like not like a round pearl. It's a long pearl, and your lips are like banduk flower. So banduk is a very bright red flower. So lips are that color, and your row of teeth is like beautiful shining pomegranate seeds. So the teeth are like the gums are red and the teeth are white. So they are like pomegranate seeds. So very beautiful. When she really smiles, then they look like a very beautiful pomegranate seeds. And then your ears are like decorated with golden lotus studded with gems. So ears have golden lotus, which are studded with gems. Your chin is decorated with dot of kasturi, and neck is decorated with necklace studded with gems. So because in India, they say if anyone is beautiful, they say that if you put a dot of the black dot on the chin, then all the evil eye is discarded. So because she's so beautiful that uh, her sakhis, they decorate her with a dot of kasturi, and neck is decorated with a necklace studded with gems. So necklaces has all kinds of gems, whatever color of colored dress she's wearing, and she will have some gem studded necklace. And your both arms are like lotus stems decorated with armlets. So she's wearing armlets like here. And your wrist is decorated with blue gems band and jingling bangles. So she's wearing a bracelet. She's wearing an armlet studded with gems, and she's wearing in her wrist. She's wearing a band like a like a, what do you call, waistband, and no, not waistband, wristband, and she has some bangles also, jingling bangles, like made up of glass. So whenever she will move her hand, they will all jingle, make a jingling sound. So they're very beautiful, like whatever she's wearing, something matching with her, she will wear some bangles. And your fingers are decorated with rings studded with gems. Your breasts are decorated with long necklace. So the fingers have gems, like mostly she's wearing around 8 or 10 rings. So they're very beautiful. Like even the gems are very transparent. So she can see, if she's going somewhere, she can see the reflection of Krishna in those in those rings. So, and then Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, like you are wearing a long mala with the central money, which is decorating your chest. It seems it is a stud on the forehead of the hood of she serpent. So she's wearing a long mala with a central money. So it looks like a serpent having a stud on the forehead. Your extremely thin waist, which cannot bear the burden of the breast, has three prominent lines like a creeper enveloping the waist so that it will not break. So it is said that if you have three lines in the waist, then it is a sign of beauty. Like if they say if you have three lines in the neck, it is also a sign of beauty. So Srimati Radhika has both. So, but the waist is very thin, but her breasts are heavy and the hips are also heavy. So, the waist is taking the burden of all the upper part. And your large waist is decorated with a waist belt studded with gems. Thighs are defeating the beauty of stem of banana tree. So the thighs are like a banana tree stem. So they're very strong and very beautiful. And but the waist is decorated with a waist belt. Mostly jingling bells. So when in Rasa dance, she will dance and they will all jingle and they will make very nice sound, and Krishna is very attracted. He will play flute and she will dance, and he's always attracted towards the waist belt. And then you're beautiful, both the knees are defeating the beauty of studded box with lid. So the knees are like a box with a lid. And your lotus feet are defeating the beauty of fully blossomed lotus of Sharad Ritu, and are decorated with very beautiful and jingling anklets. So feet are just like very beautiful red lotus of Sharad Ritu. Like during Sharad season, the lotus are blossomed and they're very nice and fragrant, and it's the best season, autumn season. And so feet are like that, and they're decorated with very nice, jingling, beautiful anklets. So during Rasa dance, the three things are jingling. One is the bangles, and second is the waist belt, and the third is anklets. Because anklets have all jingling, beautiful, uh, jingling, what do you call? I don't know. Like bells, small bells. So then he's going further down because he's going from top to bottom. So then, because in 12 shlokas, he's mentioning the beauty of Srimati Radhika. So then he's saying the luster of your toenails, of your lotus feet, is defeating the beauty of millions and millions of full moon. You are full of Ashtasattvic vikar, like Stambh, Swed, etc. And you look at Krishna with your sidelong glance, by which there is a wave of Anang. So her toenails are, because Krishna has how many? 24 and a half moons in his body. So Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur didn't know which is this half moon, and he wanted to die because of this. So then Krishna has this, so Srimati Radhika also has, because in Kam Gayatri there are both. So she also has these toenails which are brilliant like full moon and very sparkling, and she's full of all the Ashtasattvic paths, like Stambh, like statue, she'll become statue, Swed, Pulak, and crying, and goosebumps like this. And she's looking at Krishna with her sidelong glance. And when you meet with Krishna, there is an ocean of unlimited bliss which you experience. O Vrindavaneshwari, I want to do your Vandana. You are full of so many qualities. So when she will meet with Krishna, then there is Anandam Buddhivardhanam. So there is a ocean which is full of Anand. And then, so Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, I want to do your Vandana. You're full of so many qualities. And then these are the 12 verses which are finished with the beauty. And then he's saying further, O Shrimati Radhika, your heart is absorbed with Mahabhav, Madhuri. You have qualities of unlimited Naikas. Everybody gets astonished by seeing your expressions, your bhav bhangima. So she has her kaya view, all the Ashtasakhi, like all the 8 Sakhis and all other Sakhis are her kaya view, like her expansions from her own body. So she is quite as, and everybody gets astonished by seeing her expressions because it is said Aneka Ba Ananga Ranga Mangala Prasanga Bhava. No, it is Nana Veda Alankar Kare Jalamal. So all the expressions are so beautiful that everybody gets astonished because she's full of Mahabhav. And all the qualities, sweetness of all the Naikas are doing arti of your lotus feet. Lakshmi Devi, desirous of beauty, is lying at the toenails of your lotus feet. So Lakshmi Devi is just lying at the toenails, her toenails, and all the Naikas, their qualities are doing artis of lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. So you are like crest jewel of all the damsels of Gokul, like Kusum Manjari. Your slightest sweet smile is life-saving medicine for your Sakhis like Lalita, etc. So little bit smile she will do, and it's like a medicine, life-saving medicine. Because if she is angry and she is in man, her all her bhavs change. But if she is smiling little bit, all the Sakhis, they feel they have a life-saving medicine. Um, and she's the crest jewel of all the Radhe Jai Jai Madhav Jai Gokul Taruni Mandala Mahite. So in all amongst all the Sakhis, she's the topmost. And the droplet of your sweetness, of your restless sidelong glance makes Krishna intoxicated. You are glorifying your father Vishbhanuji because she took birth in that family, because of that birth she's glorifying her father. And when she sees his sidelong glance towards Krishna, he's so much intoxicated. And Gurudev used to say there is a verse, Venu Karani Patitam Skalitam Shikandam Bhrashte cha Pitambar Ya Brajraj Sunu Yasya Kataksha Sharagat Vimurchitasya Tam Radhika Paricharami Kada Narsena. So he says when Srimati Radhika looks with sidelong glance and Krishna's Pitambar falls down, his more mukut, it also falls down, and his Venu is falling down, and ultimately he faints. So these things are happening with him. So, O Devi Shrimati Radhike, your interior is very deep, your inside is very deep, extensive, like a pond full of compassion, like water. O Devi, I am desirous of the post of your maidservant. I have taken shelter, so you should be happy upon me. So Srila Rupa Goswami is saying that I want to become your maidservant because you are very compassionate. So you will be compassionate towards me, and I want to become your maidservant. I want to serve you, and please be happy with me. O Devi, after your man is over, Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna would like to meet you, and you will give him sidelong glance with hair standing on hand, and oh, when the day will come that I can witness these bhavs. So when Radhika is in Man and Krishna is, she's looking at Krishna with sidelong glance and with hair standing. So Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, oh, when as a Roop Manjari I can witness these bhavs, that your beautiful sidelong glance and your how your man is over. So like this I will be able to witness when that day will come. So Krishna is expert in craftsman and he decorated Radharani's hair with Madhavi flowers. By his touching, Sri Radha will perspire with sattvic bhavs. Oh, when the day will come that I will fan you with palm leaves fan. So Krishna is decorating Radhika's hair with Madhavi flowers. Madhavi flowers are also very fragrant. And because Gurudev used to like always very fragrant flowers, and he didn't like rose flower mala because that used to just stain his clothes, but he always liked very fragrant malas like jasmine and all these bela, which is available nowadays. And then so he's saying that when he will touch Shrimati Radhika, he will have so much sattvic bhavs like perspiration. So Shilrupa Manjari is saying, oh, when that day will come that I will fan you, because you will have sattvic bhavs, so I will fan you with palm leaves, like one leaf fan made up of palm leaves. So then in the next verse he's saying, oh Devi Sundari Radhika, you can stop me whenever your time is over. After meeting with Krishna, your hair will be scattered here and there. So when the day will come that you will order me to arrange your hair. So Radhika's hair are just falling here and there because they're very curly and scattered. So she wants to arrange her hair. So when the day will come that I will arrange your hair, make it into a nice braid with nice flowers or a nice bun or something like that. O Bimboshti, when I will offer beetle in your lotus mouth, Shri Krishna will take out that beetle from your mouth and put it in his mouth. When will I witness this sweet pastime? So, Srila Rup Manjari is offering beetle, and Krishna will take that beetle from her mouth and put it in his mouth. So Shrimati Rup Manjari is saying that, oh, when I will witness that scene, that Krishna will eat in your uchist, your half-eaten beetle, and oh, when that day will come. This is hankering. This is chatu also and hankering also, intense hankering. O Shrimati Radhike, you are crest jewel of all the Brajendra Nandan beloved. So you should be pleased on me and quickly count me in your family. Please do this much mercy. So once I went to Gurudev on Ekadashi day, I was in Mathura. So Gurudev told me that you go to, I was going for Vrindavan Parikrama from Mathura. So Gurudev, I asked Gurudev, can I go? And then he said, yes, you can go. You visit Seva Kunj and roll down in the dust of Seva Kunj and just pray that, oh Radhike, oh Srimati Radhike, please enroll me in the register, on your register. Please enroll my name in your register so that I can be counted in your family. So this is what Rupa Goswami also saying, that at least I want this much mercy that you should be just enrolling me. And then he says, oh Vrindavan Chakravartini, again and again I beg you in your lotus feet that you make me your maid servant. When you will be in Man, Shri Krishna, considering me to be the dearmost servant, will come to me and would talk to me in flattery. flattery words in order to meet with you. So I will hold his hand and bring him near you. O Swamini, when you will do this kind of mercy on me. So Srimati Radhika has man and Krishna is standing outside, and Shri Rupa Manjari is also standing out. Krishna is coming and just with folded hands and falling at the feet of Shri Rupa Manjari and asking, begging her, please let me in, please let me talk to Srimati Radhika. So she will also do flattery words. So Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, when that day will come that Krishna will just do flattery words to me for your meeting, and then I will allow this. So any fortunate person who will recite this Vrindavaneshwari Shri Radhika's Chatu Pushpanjali with faith will quickly become Radhika's recipient of mercy. So anyone who will recite all these verses, he will get the mercy of Srimati Radhika, and he will be counted in the she will give him some service and entrance into Raganuga Bhakti, and he will get the mercy of Vrindavaneshwari. So, and it was a very, very short and like just a gist, because I just knew that I had half an hour. So because Nagari Didi also has to speak. So should I end here?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a few more minutes to round anything up, you're welcome.
So it's good enough. I can tell some memories of Gurudev if you want. So like Gurudev used to come to my house in Delhi, and he was like a family member, and he would in the afternoon after sleeping, he would get up and just roam in the hall, and he would just do there was one sofa, and he will just do like this, tap on the sofa, say, oh, this is very strong, this is from your marriage. I said, no. So then he will walk very nicely, like his own house, and very intense this thing, and then he will say, okay, I'm staying in your house for so long, and I'm having so many brahmacharis, so it will be a big expenditure on you. So you take some money from me, and like this, he will have, a nice, like a father, he will just shower his mercy. And so like he came so many times just before the Janakpuri Mutt was built. And after the Janakpuri Mutt, it was all, used to stay there only, and very, very, very less he started coming to South Delhi. So we were in South Delhi, and like earlier he was just coming to my house and staying for sometimes for 4 days, 5 days, sometimes 2 days, sometimes any amount of days. So like it was really a fortunate time, and now we can not have it. So for his first Vyas Puja in Delhi in 1995, when he started going to in next year he started going to the Western countries, and then that was he was staying in my house, and then he went to Kailash Colony Temple where the program was, and then whole day the program. Gurudev was very happy, and everyone brought so many things for him, and like many cakes and many things, and everyone was very happy. And then Gurudev explained the Shri Guru Charan Padma for the first time, and he explained the whole Shri Guru Charan Padma, and that was his like Vyasa Puja. So so many memories are there, but the time is up. So Vanchakalpatarvasya Kripa Sindhuve Chapatitana Pavane.
Thank you so much, Raga Lake
If
Didi.
I was not clear, if I was not expressive and all, please excuse me.
No, it's very, very sweet. I've never read this Chatur Pushpanjali by Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, only ever heard the name. And of course, we hear that pastime again and again about the description of Srimati Radhika's braid being like a black serpent. And in connection with that, we hear about Chatur Pushpanjali.
The cover page of this book is also like this. Cover page is also like this.
Oh, very beautiful. Yeah, very, very nice. And is it going to be translated into English by anyone? Because you said...
Yeah, very soon, very soon. This is a small book, like 20.
Oh, very nice. Maybe you could translate.
Yeah,
it'd be very nice for the English speaking people. Yeah. So just to reflect on some of the points that you made, like I didn't know that this book has 24 slopes, 24 verses. And you said, it's about intense hankering and glorifications of Srimati Radhika. So this is from Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, who's Rupa Manjari. So she, of course, is most near and dear to Srimati Radhika, and she's seeing Radhika's beauty completely from top to bottom. So you describe, like the first 12 verses were describing the beauty of Srimati Radhika's face, her complexion, her ears, her eyes, her going down her neck, 3 lines on her neck, and which is most auspicious. And of course her hair, like a serpent, which Sanatana Goswami Pad was very surprised even, but the evidence came that this is most true. And you explain about Srimati Radhika's tilak, her eyebrows, and Rupa Goswami's Rupa Manjari, she's seeing all this beauty like in a magnifying glass. That was a nice point you made. And how, her arms, you said there was bracelets, her waist belt and her anklets are all jingling, so many bells as she walks. So how beautiful is that? And every detail that Rupa Goswami mentions is amazing, so astonishing. And even Krishna's extremely astonished every time he lays eyes on Srimati Radhika's beauty. Like you mentioned how he faints, seeing Venam Karani Patitam Skalitam Sikandam Rastam Chapitavasnam Bajuraju, how the peacock feather falls from his head and flute falls from his lips, and next he's fainting on the ground completely. He cannot he's so intoxicated that he cannot withhold such beauty. So Rupa Goswami himself is praying to get darshan of Srimati Radhika, to see all this beauty. So and I wanted to ask you a question, because you said that Krishna has 24.5 moons, we know, but Radhika also has 24.5 moons. Is that what you said? Or is it, we don't know how many?
No, 24.5, because like she's no less than Krishna. So like Krishna has 24.5, so she also has 24.5, because
She also
beauty
has 24.
Yeah, because her beauty is not less. Her beauty is more than Krishna.
Or even more. Yeah, more. Yeah, so I never heard that Radhika has also 24.5 moons. It's very beautiful. And, of course, Srimati Radhika's sidelong glance is most beautiful. And we're praying in Radha Kripa Kadakshis Taviraj that when will Srimati Radhika give us that beautiful sidelong glance. And Krishna's also greedy for this. So, and when he he receives this sidelong glance, then Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, he's completely drowned in an ocean of nectar. So an ocean of bliss. So yeah, you were describing Srimati Radhika's bhavs, and all, they're so beautiful, and all the Sakis and Lakshmis are doing arti of those, of her beauty, and those beautiful bhavs of hers that makes Krishna so intoxicated. And you're describing Radhika's man, and how Rupa Goswami is praying that when Krishna will touch Srimati Radhika, he'll have so many astasattvic bhavs coming, manifesting, and this hankering of Rupa Goswami, when oh when will the day come when I can arrange your hair with very beautiful, nice, fragrant flowers? And there's so many fragrant flowers there in Braj, and all the manjaris are very happily picking those flowers and collecting and using in the service of Radha and Krishna like that. So, and of course, Krishna's chewing tambol, and Radhika's wanting that remnant, so he's giving his remnant tambol, betel nut, to Srimati Radhika, and Rupa Goswami is praying, when will I witness such a sweet pastime? So this book is so very beautiful, how you've described. I'm sure many of the English speaking devotees, they don't know so much this book, they maybe haven't read, so it's so nice introduction that you gave, and a summary. It's not so easy to summarize in such a short time, but you managed to summarize very, very nicely. So, and this prayer at the end, you mentioned how Gurudev told you to go to Seva Kunj and roll in the dust and beg, oh Srimati Radhika, when oh when will you please enroll me in your register? That's our prayer when we're doing parikrama, whenever we're going around Vrindavan. That's what we want. So we need to absorb ourselves more and more in the writings of Srila Rupa Goswami, like Chatu Pushpanjali. So thank you so much, Didi. It was so nice.
Thank you for inviting, and thank the program. It's very nice. You're doing so much seva, like all over the world. Thank you so much. Radhe Radhe.
I'm not doing so much, but thank you, Didi, for your encouragement. Anyway, yes, so I don't know if you can stay. I don't know if anyone has any questions, or should we wait? Are you able to wait till the end after Nagri, did he finish speaking?
If anyone has any question, I will wait, or now or later, I will wait. I will just see.
If you don't mind. Yeah, if you don't mind to wait, and then because time's getting on, and when Nagri ready to speak.
Okay.
Yes, he's going to speak now. So thank you, Didi. Thank you so much. Ready. Nagri, Didi, are you there?
Can you unmute?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Can you?
Okay.
Can you speak, Nagri Didi? We can.
Hi, Nagri Didi. Just now, Navalatika Didi will introduce you. So thank you for joining. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ragaleka Didi, for such a beautiful lecture. And now Nagara Didi will be speaking on Dasamula Tattva. She met Shripadnami Maharaj in 2003 and accepted Harinam in 2004 from Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj in Russia, and Diksha in 2005 during Kartik at Govardhan. From that time, Srila Gurudeva gave permission for her to stay in Vrindavan, and so she stayed for 10 years in Sri Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Math in Vrindavan, and then moved near Madan Mohan Temple, which is where she's currently staying now. On Gurudev's inspiration, she deeply studied 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam as well as Satsandarbhas and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. She has been working on translating, publishing, and distributing different books like Jaiva Dharma and Brahma Samhita in Russian, and she has compiled True Health Knowledge of a Living Entity in English and Russian, and been distributing that also. She's now working on compiling other books too. So she will be speaking on Dasamula Tattva. Welcome, Didi, Nagara Didi, sorry. Welcome.
Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurundalitam Yana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namaha Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Samsara Dukha Jaladara Patitasya Kama Rathadina Kramahakaya Kavala Tritasya Durvatanam Nivaritasya Mirashrayasya Chandra Mamade Padavalamba Varagan Yupatira Samprai Narapaya Mahamadishtamandam Tripabhute Kamparadu Padite Sanatanam Prabhumashrayami Vanchakalpatarute Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Madhishvari Nadhate Vrajavipina Chandram Vrajavaneswarim Dhammatula Sakitritulalitam Vichapachikali Gurutri Vitahrana Gurutri Priyataro Giridaro Ratrishtha Ratilalita Datri Bhajamanaha Shyama Sundara Shikhanda Shekhara Smiraha Samurali Manohara Radhikara Kitamam Kripaniti Vapriya Charana Kinkari Tavasmi, Najivami, Toyavima, Vidyani Virodhikam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My voice is okay?
Yeah, it's okay, I think. Yeah. Seems
Thank
okay.
you. Actually, the topic is, I don't know, I think I've got some less time. Anyhow, I will try to touch some important points. I want to give some special message what I've got from Srila Gurudev. Our Srila Gurudev had one very important speciality, which no one else still have this, and his deep understanding of very high tattva siddhanta, and even you will compare his answers, you can understand them only after long time studying Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srila Gurudev inspired everyone to go deeply, not only to his books, but only to the books of our Goswami, like now Ragalika Didi was reading. Also to go deeply to the books of the commentaries, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Shri Jiva Goswami Pad, Shri Dara Swami, Shri Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami. Without them, we cannot make the next step. Srila Gurudev gave us the essence, but he inspired us to go further deeply to get their details. After the essence of knowledge, we need to get details of this knowledge, expansion of this knowledge. Srila Gurudev, during his traveling, asked brahmacharis to learn 11 cantos Srimad Bhagavatam. And when I was 10 in Rupa Sanata, we were also giving special attention to the 11 canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is the book which Srila Gurudev studied himself to do with Srila Bhaktivedanta Tirtha Maharaja. And he gave full his dedication for this seva, and he even told that I will leave only when this seva will be done. So how much it was very important for Srila Gurudeva, especially 11 canto. After we become attracted to Krishna, his beauty, Srimati Radhika's beauty, the beautiful bhavas of Raja Bhava, we're still struggling in this material world. We are listening some beautiful Harikatha, but after this we go and to get help, we just put our faith in different kind of information, in a smartphone, in a doctors, in all other world, which makes obstacles for our life. And Srila Gurudev warns us that our bhakti will become more pure and more pure. And he writes in his books that without Aishwarya Jnana, secret knowledge of Aishwarya Jnana, secret knowledge of how Krishna, the source, and how Krishna controls this world, without this Aishwarya Jnana, we cannot do Kevala Bhakti, we cannot fully surrender to him. Our Bhakti will be mixed, and our Lova for Radha and Krishna will be mixed with our fears of our body, to get the position, to be involved in politics, to get some money, to get some glory. Our bhakti will be mixed until we will not get vision of Goswami like Shri Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And what is their vision? They're not only in an internal vision. So there are three states. One internal antaranga, one outside bahiranga, one in the middle. They suddenly do on the external plane, and we need to get their vision of the external world with their eyes. Krishna is a Akila Drik, means only Krishna knows, only Krishna can see the reality as it is. He can see everything. Because of him, mountains, everything, each and every town. And even living entities and even parikaras of Shri Krishna, they cannot create material world, but through their following Krishna's vision, we are following Krishna's vision through the Shastras. Through the Shastras, we will get vision in such a way that all our attraction to this material world will become nullified. Until we will not get this attraction, we cannot control our senses. So because if I have less time, I will touch Dashamulat a little bit at the end, just after some minutes. But we have to know that we have 12 rases, 5 main, 7 secondary. Every jiva eager, struggling to get this rasa. And if she will not get the vision of Krishna, if she will not get vision of Goswami, how they see the samsara around at the time of their sadhana, we can never get pure taste of bhakti. Srila Gurudev gave many examples that we sometimes can think, oh, this is the bhakti, and we are like a bumblebee who in the glass trying to leave honey and honey behind, and it is look like honey. And I'm thinking, I know honey, what is this honey? But the importance, the special mercy of Sadguru, that he is given the vision, pure vision of Krishna, of this material world. The vision what we got from our school, from our neighbors, parents, friends, makes us tied in this material world, make us give us attachment, give us enviousness, give us jealousy, give us competition, anger, karma, and everything. We need to get another vision of this material world, and without this we cannot control our senses. Like, for example, the first shloka of Dashamula Tattva, Srila Gurudev told it, no one is my disciple if he doesn't know Dashamula Tattva, and at least one shloka, Radha Bhagavan Rajashatanayas, whom we are worshipping. It is the beginning of our education. And then Dashamula Tattva starting with Amnaya Praha Tattvam. We need to get advantage from Amnaya. And this Amnaya means to get the vision of Krishna from his words, from Shastras, and also from the pratyaksha of sadhu who follow these Shastras. The pratyaksha, not only our pratyaksha is now very less low caliber. Our direct perception is so much dirty now. We don't have now the knowledge, even ordinary people had 300 years, what to say 500 years. The knowledge becomes less. And knowledge makes vision. This is the speciality of human brain. We see through the brain, through the knowledge which we get. And by this we are blind now, completely blind. We believe this person, this look logical, but Krishna said, only Svatah Siddho Veda you believe. Don't believe anybody else how logically it looked like. Svatah Siddho. The Vedas, they're only independent. You cannot trust any person who is not independent. This is axiom. We just have to know these main principles. If you want to know the truth, never trust any person who is dependent from others. In our society, science presents itself like independent, right, everywhere. But it is fully sponsored by funds, big funds, corporation, and the corporation give big conditions, and they fulfill these conditions. They are not free, they are shudras. The modern scientists, they are shudras. The modern government, they are free, they are not free. When they explain you this, it is like this, it is like that. It is not like this, and it is not like that, because they are not Svatah. Krishna said, only Svatah, only those who are independent, those people you can believe. If somebody depends on anybody else, he already bound to for some conditions. He cannot speak purely 100% truth. This we have to know this thing. So Srila Gurudev wants us to know how we can discriminate in this material world, how we can get power of discrimination by which we can make right choice every day. And if we need some knowledge, we have to go how Krishna describes this. Then we will get truth. And without truth, no any benefit anybody will get. Without truth, everything is just flowers in the sky. So, and it is applied to each and every our aspect of our life. In our health, we know we live in the world of propaganda now. We know how much garbage go into one ear and they go in the other. We just all know this thing. And nobody knows how to avoid this. And nobody knows how to discriminate this. Only Vaishnavas, if they follow Krishna and they follow Guru Parampara, and each bona fide guru has to be fully 100% independent. And this is the speciality of bona fide guru. If he is dependent, he cannot speak truth. If he is, therefore, Srila Gurudev told that we don't need big society. We have to put our temple inside our heart. So Srila Gurudev asked every brahmachari to learn the shlokas from 11th canto. 11th canto, it describes the sadhana. At the 10th canto, the people get the lobha, the desire to get Raja Prem, how to get this thing. After this, 11th canto following. And in 11th canto, it is the basis for all our books of Goswami, how we can control our anger, mind, our genitals, all our senses, all our 11 senses. 11th canto, it is Krishna describe himself, each and every detail. What is this? What is this? He's giving each and every definition, what to do, what to do, what to do. And he is using this, his very dear Gurudeva had, and he's very, it is the best, the deepest, and the 11th canto, it is a crown of Krishna, crown. It is, the 10th canto is his beautiful face, but the crown is 11th canto. It is very, very important, incredibly important. It is all sadhana is there. So on the basis of this 11th canto, because of 11th canto is very, very high language, very high language. And it is better to listen from very nice pandita. And Srila Gurudev gave all his energy to present this 11th canto, and it will be soon in English and other languages also. But before this, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur compiled the book Jaiva Dharma, where he just put the essence. But after we have to go to the details, essence it is not enough. We have to get details. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he writes, get the advantage of Amnaya. Take the truth only from independent. And among all independent, Krishna independent, Vedas independent. And Srila Gurudev, for me personally, and Srila Gurudev and Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Maharaj, for me personally, told, if there is no people to answer your question, to get full, pure truth, just go and surrender to Bhagavatam. Just you will find there everything else. But I told you that it is written on a very high language, and Bhagavatam is a personality, and it requires our sacrifice. It requires our dedication, full dedication to solve this. Then he gives mercy drop by one, but drop by drop, and so much gratitude comes after. For Srila Gurudev, that he told that you go to study 11 canto. We need these details. This is like ABC books for us only now. We should not thinking that after reading this book, I know Sattva Siddhanta, and it is enough. Now I only meditate on Radha and Krishna. No. Otherwise, why 11 canto? Why all other books were given? Originally, all Shastras were written for Raja Rishi. Raja Rishi, it is a very, very high personalities. Like in the countries, the topmost saint personalities was given the post Raja Rishi, and they were king, saintly king. All our scriptures written for those saintly kings, like Parikshit Maharaj, like Prithu Maharaj, like all of this. If we will read Bhagavatam, it is very high personalities there. It is told on their language. Still, by serving them, they will give us, like for small ants, one drop to another drop, and it will be very, very sweet drop. It is drop of freedom. Drops freedom from attachment. It is drop freedom from life, from propaganda. When we know what is the power of discrimination, when you know how it is actually, and when somebody speaks, you will understand that he is from us, for example. So all living entities have this called effect. Brahm means I'm feeling I'm this body. And this body has to be great. And you know, all the dominating religion now, Judaism, the Islam, Buddhism, they all believe, especially Judaism and Islam, that I'm this body. This is soul. This is soul, they believe. If you will read their commandment, you will see. And our science also telling you're this body, and they say that you have to get this kind of joy, that kind of joy, this kind of joy. But if we will read 11 canto, and if we will read the 3rd canto, if we will read the creation of material world nicely with so much dedication, then you will understand that how these 12 rasa, main 5 and 7 secondary, is just chemically arranged in your body that you are feeling joy. You are not feeling joy that time. It is machine. It is how this machine is constructed. When if I first time see the watch, the clock, I will become amazed. Oh my God, this is 1, 2, 3. It just works. It's great. It's amazing. But if you know how it works, you will never feel it's amazing. It's just ordinary, and you will never look at this. So the same thing, because Swami knows, they are able to see this material world not like we see now, completely different. And by this, they don't do endeavor to control their senses, not to become attracted, but they just don't feel desire to react with the net matter. They are not knowing this by intelligence. They are able to see this thing. After solving Srimad Bhagavat, we will also get this vision. This material world It is just made by atoms. Different kind of construction and knots. And each and every atom, paramanu, it is Jiva in Prakriti. Look, what Dashamula, even Dashamula Tattva very shortly say that, okay, Tatra Mahara Parimahaparam Sarva Shaktim Rasibim Tat Vibinamscha Jivan Prakriti Kavalitam. Kavalitam means swallowed by Prakriti. If you will get if you will go to Chaitanya Charitamrita, and you will see this Svarupa of Jiva, this is Chaitanya Charitamrita, you see? And in this Svarupa of Jiva, we know, the first half we know, Jivara Svarupi Hoy Krishnere Nitya Dasa. Krishnere Tatasta Shakti Bheda Bhed Prakasha. What is after written? After written, Surya Kirana Amshta, Yachi Agni Jvala. Chaya. Svabhavika Krishna Tina Prakaya Shakti Hoya. We are spiritual atoms in everywhere. If you will study properly, even in Bhagavad Gita, what to say in details in the 3rd canto and 11th canto, you will understand that we are spiritual atoms, that the Atma inside Prakriti, we are swallowed, covered by Prakriti, very, very, very small. And all these atoms like this, and we just every construction, what we see, it is just construction of sleeping jivas. They are unconscious. In this body conscious, I conscious, very small jiva like this, but given position to be awakened, Jagrat, it is called Jagrat. We have to know these 4 states of what we experiencing during our existence in this material world. In a human body, we are Jagrat. When we live in this body, we will again become Sushupti, coma. This is coma. All these atoms, the jivas, they're just sleeping there completely without dreaming even. And it is the whole our universe, it is made of these jivas and Prakriti, with whom Krishna control. And it's just growing and then removing. As more we will understand samsara, how it works like clock. How difficult to get the position of Jagrat, to get the position of thinking. The whole universe, it is full of, it is nothing else but full of these spiritual atoms who are just waiting their line from one small time to another small time. Very, very short time. And you know how much short now we live. How many obstacles in our life. How much false information we get. And during this time, if we can make pure bhakti, then we can become free from material world. If we will stay on a mixed bhakti, we cannot go there. We will continue be born here, but it is many personalities who desire that human body. Many, it just incredibly for our brain, and they are all in line to get human body. We just don't know how valuable time we are given now to make our bhakti pure. How short time we have in our modern days. Srila Gurudeva wants us to graduate this course as soon as possible. And if we will neglect details, direct us. Go and to get these details after. You have to go. How you cannot control your senses. You cannot go the next shlokas of Upadeshamritam until we can control our senses. It will be, all the bhakti will be like flowers in the sky for us. And therefore it takes many life until we will realize this thing finally. That we have to know what is this secret, very special desire of Srila Gurudev, and why he always emphasized on the sadhana, on the pure bhakti, on 11th canto. Why he emphasized on this thing? He wants to make us very short. And for this thing, we have to study samsara. We have to study samsara in detail more than it is written even in Jaiva Dharma, but we are not many who knows what is written here, what to say about other details. Only when we will understand how we get, like, we have 7, like 5 rasas we know already. We get some glue about 5 rasas. What is this 7 secondary rasa? Sri Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu gives their colors, gives their source, gives very technical things. And they are given also in Srimad Bhagavatam. And in our education, it was removed in school. This is the special 7 manifestation of Krishna, 7 arms of Krishna that makes us feel the 7 rasa in this material world, but it is artificially by injection in our brain by special different chemicals makes you feel different injection of this. To get the first rasa is hasya rasa. We need to do ha. This is love, very jokingly. This is funny. We need this thing. But we cannot get here. We can get only chemical here. And Rupa Goswami explained what is Hasya Rasa and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And until we will know how it is arranged in our body, we will be confused and go to the smartphone and become attracted to some funny programs, some funny movies, until we will not get the knowledge of samsara. Then it will be clear and visible, and you will lose all your desire to look on this. This is the secret of Srimad Bhagavatam. It will come completely naturally, only by studying Bhagavatam. These details of samsara, all these previous cantos before, then it was description of samsara. So until we will get this thing, we will be confused by taking material to spiritual, and our bhakti will be mixed. So,
Nagari Didi, sorry. Could you just try to round up in a few minutes now? Just have a few minutes left, if it's possible. Thanks, Didi. Do your best. Okay. Thanks, Didi. You just kind of round it up. Thanks, Didi.
can I continue?
Just, if you could just finish in about 3 minutes, that's good. Thanks, Didi.
Okay, 3 minutes. Srila Gurudev told in each and every book, which he wrote directly in Bhagavad Gita, in biography of Param Gurudev, many times this shloka. In in Bhajana Rahasya this shloka. And this shloka is Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatra Vidhim Vina Aikantika Harer Bhaktir Utpataiva Kalpate. Utpataiva Kalpate. And this shloka, Gurudev emphasized in each and every book. Even if you have Ekantika Bhakti for Shri Krishna, but if you neglect Shruti, Smriti, Purane, it means details of this knowledge given there, Pancharatra, then your bhakti is not considered. So our education has to be both sides. Not only like Srila Gurudev, the rule in Gaudiya Math, in the morning we need to go to the details of Srimad Bhagavatam. And it is very important to understand the creation of material world and the construction. How it is Krishna mountain, what is this, how Krishna explains atoms, how Krishna explains Jiva Tattva in details there. And in the evening, we are studying the topics about the Rasa Tattva, but from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, like about the beauty of Srimati Radhika, but also together with Siddhanta. Also, this is the speciality of bona fide gurus, the bona fide Guru Parampara, and their heartful request for us. Vanchakalpatarupyascha kripa sindhu vivacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavi namo namaha.
Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. And because Navalatika Didi, she also has to go soon. So yeah, we needed to round up. Thank you so much, Didi. You spoke so nicely and very powerful speech about Das Mula Shiksha. And you know, how you explained that Gurudev said that we should have a deep understanding of this Das Mula Shiksha, and anyone who doesn't have this understanding, then he or she is not my disciple. So very, very important teachings there, and it's like foundation for everything, for all. It has the essence of all Tattva Siddhant. It's the foundation of all Ras. So very, very important knowledge. And you said so many very nice points about how what is Shastra? Shastra is Krishna's vision, and we should fully embrace this vision and not the material vision that ordinary materialistic people are propagating in this world. So how will we get this vision? Only through the pure devotee, through the pure devotee. Yes, because you mentioned this point about the Vedas are Svatantra, but any other knowledge from material books or material people, that this is not to be relied on. Only the Vedas are reliable evidence because they are Svatantra, they are independent. All others are dependent, and therefore the knowledge that they're giving is not dependable, is not reliable, cannot be trusted. Yeah, so very nice points you made there. And yeah, that's that we should accept this Das Mula Shiksha as the supreme absolute truth, and everything that others are propagating in this world is nowadays it's so much bogus nonsense. You know, we have to be careful to absorb our minds in this supreme absolute truth and nothing else, not otherwise our minds will become so contaminated. It's so easy to become distracted in this world. There's so many distractions, so many alternative theories and you know, visions people have, they're putting out, but just to try to remain one pointed at the lotus feet of Shri Guru and Vaishnavas, Krishna, the knowledge that is given in Jaiva Dharma. You mentioned how that's giving the details of this Dasamula Shiksha, and you know, essence of the Vedas is there, but in so much detail there. So anyway, I don't want to speak too much because I know Navalatika Didi has to go. Didi, did you want to say anything before you go? And is there any questions as well?
Didi, I just checked the Facebook and there is no questions. And here in the chat, no, they are just thanking Nagari Didi for this beautiful kata. Yeah, we don't have questions for the moment, at the moment.
Yeah, Nagari Didi was also saying, it was a nice point she made about how we don't have so much time. You know, we have very, very short time to perfect our bhakti. And, you know, we may be doing mixed bhakti, but we could do mixed bhakti for many, many lives. But really what Gurudev's given us is this pure bhakti and the understanding of Uttam Bhakti, and to try to embrace that and realize this, what is pure bhakti, and to practice that. So yeah, we're praying to Gurudev and Vaishnavas and all that we can actually really in this life practice pure bhakti and attain this very rare goal, which Ragaleka Didi was explaining in Chatupushpanjali. This is the goal. So did you want to say anything, Navalatika Didi? About
Really
Ragaleka Didi's speech, or Nagari Didi's speech?
Yeah, to thank Nagari Didi. Yeah, this is very, very important, not to have this proper siddhanta and understanding, so we can develop our real bhakti and leave aside all these mixtures and confusions. And of course, we have to do this under Anugatya, under the shelter of our Guru. And actually, I have a small question. It's like, how can we? Because this is a lot of controversy about some topics, no? But how can we? Because sometimes we want to be part of and give some opinions, or or just looking for another shastra or another sadhu, and like make a statement, no? But how can we reconcile and not to be disturbed, about so many opinions, and just do our sadhana, our chanting? So what will be your advice for this? What will be your advice about what to read actually, or go deeply in some book? Of course, Jaiva Dharma, and of course, because the Siddhanta helps us to develop our moods, our spiritual life. So I don't know if I'm clear, or I'm just thinking this in my mind.
Yes, Didi, I understand, Didi. Thank you for your question. I couldn't understand actually everything. I only the Amnaya Prahatatam, the three words I could explain. And the answer for this, what I also myself asked many times from Srila Gurudev. And every time Srila Gurudev told, and I want again emphasize this thing, that we have to make, if we want to dedicate our life, we have to become independent from anything else except pure Vaishnava and accept pure Shastras. So everything else, we have to be like a bumblebee. We are going to, if we can discriminate already. But this discrimination comes only when we get basis of knowledge. Before this, we cannot discriminate. We can easily fall down in a next well, and we'll just make very long way. When we ask some question, we are comparing some opinion. We have to go to the most high authority. If I see some contradiction, like one group is speaking Siddhanta in this point, and another is Siddhanta, for example, about Svarupa, just recently, last year, it was some debates about the Svarupa of Jiva, and one group was like, in our history, I don't want it because of Chandrakadidi will not give me much time in details this. So one acharya told like this, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur told in a unique way that we all have originally, constitutionally, our svabhav. And the Jiva Goswami and some others, there indirectly we were speaking that we are giving our svabhava, our svarupa from Guru. Whatever Guru you will meet, you will get this thing. So how we can discriminate these things if we cannot see? So we can go to the most higher bona fide Guru. For example, Srila Gurudeva gave special article about this, and he removes this contradiction and this contradiction, this contradiction and this, and he's given very nice explanation. He says actually both right and to some extent, and he explains in which extent. But when I face such a problem that our good brothers and sisters, they don't want to study details. They just decided easily to take one point or another point and just fight with each other. But the speciality of pure Vaishnavas, they remove contradiction and they say, why the Jiva Goswami said like this? Why Srila Bhaktivinoda say, Thakur, we have to go to the high authority until we will not get fully heart satisfaction, until we will not remove any doubt. We have to find the truth until it will not be completely solved all contradictions. And when we will find this, then it will be for us indications whom to follow.
Okay.
Yeah, they can reconcile. Huh? They can reconcile
Yes.
all contradictions.
The Vaishnavas who are qualified to be followed, they have to reconcile and have to remove all doubts in your heart. They have to be aware of every teaching of Sri Jiva Goswami Pad and every teaching of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and not only by words, they have to live with this. They have to see this. They have to give you power to become. Those Vaishnavas can be only independent svata. We have to be ourselves also svata. If you want to surrender Krishna, we also have to be svata from anything else.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Nagati.
Thank you.
Okay, was there any other questions, Didi? Or for Ragaleka, Didi, is there any questions?
Srila Gurudev told me to go to the only Uttama Vaishnava and only surrender to Srimad Bhagavatam or to get the Prabhupada question.
Yes.
Yeah, there is no questions, Didi.
Okay, Didi.
No.
All right, then just like to thank very much Ragaleka Didi and Nagari Didi for coming and speaking on this Gurudeva Vani Vaishnavi Prachar, and very good subjects today that Ragaleka Didi chose to speak on. Chatu Pushpanjali of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, very, very, very beautiful, very rasik, very sweet, and she spoke.
Yes, I'm sorry for interrupting. Because of we are limited here time, everyone who has some questions, they can write to me and I can give them time to explain these details. So this will be the solution.
Thank you. That's very good. Thank you.
Okay. To make it to take so much time.
Sure, no problem. And I'd also like to thank Nagari Didi very much. She gave very nice summary of the first few words of the Dasmula Shiksha Slok. We didn't have time to go in so much detail today to speak on the whole slok, but just those few words, Amnaya Prahat, having this, so much in each and every word of this Dasmula Shiksha. The first slok, the summary of this is so deep, and there's so much for us to dive into, and she's really elaborated on some very important points there that we can meditate on, and this will give us a great foundation for the palace of rest that we want to enter into. So thank you so much, Nagari Didi and Ragaleka Didi. And yeah, I really, really appreciate both of your talks, and hope to see you again soon, hopefully in Vrindavan. I hope and pray that I can come there soon. Maybe you can say some prayers for us that we can all go. Okay, Srila Gurudeva ki jai, Nityalil Vaishnav Pada Stata Sadishi Shima Bhaktivedanta Narayana Swami Maji ki jai, Nityalil Vaishnav Pada Stata Sadishi Shima Bhaktivedanta Swami Maji Prabhupada ki jai, Nityalil Vaishnav Pada Stata Sadishi Shima Bhakti Bhagyan Keshava Goswami Maji ki jai, Nityalil Vaishnav Pada Stata Sadishi Shila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maji Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Rupa Nukuguva ki jai, Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samakata Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari. Normally we end with a little Hare Krishna Ma mantra. I don't know if you, Navalatika Didi, would you like to sing just a little Hare Krishna Ma mantra?
Yes.
Try. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Shri Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Sorry. Thank you so much, everyone. If anyone wants to come off mute and video, we can say Hari Bol, and then we have to close. Okay, I didn't realize Mani Nirada Diddy's here. I could have asked.
Sorry,
but that was very nice anyway. It was very nice.
I'm playing
okay.
Takarji, but this was a really great class. I love it. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for everyone joining today. Okay, why didn't you just strum your guitar just for a few minutes? Hare Krishna Mantra, I didn't realize. Yeah, okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm still trying to play it without errors, but Dandavat pranams, Hari Bol.
Oh, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Beautiful way to end. Thanks, Diddy. Very sweet.
Thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and I hope to see you next Friday for Bhakti Basics. Again, okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Charu. Thank you, everyone.
Pranams, everyone.
Dandavat.
So, Navalati Kadidi.
Pranams. Thank you.
Pranams.